In this video, I'm going to talk about the 4 signs that a woman wants to talk to you. Sharp Game coming at you with another episode from ChooseYourRelationships.com, author of Love Can't Wait, which can be found on Amazon.com. So I got this question from a long time subscriber, and I think he's been around since I had 200 subscribers. So this is like about 4 years ago. You know, 4 years ago is when I consistently started uploading videos. So he's been around for a minute, good minute. So he wanted to talk about, hey, he's giving me 4 things, 4 signs that, hey, this girl wants to talk to me because, you know, I think he said he's out and about, maybe at work, and sometimes, you know, in a lot of social situations, especially at work, or any social type of customer service type of business or organization that you visit, there's a difference between customer service and her being interested in you. A woman being interested in you in customer service. See, some people are just doing their jobs. And then you have some women that are really interested, like, for real, for real. So, it's kind of like if you had a restaurant and the waitress is serving you food. You know, there's like a fine line there where it's kind of like, she might be just doing her job. You know, she's being nice because of her job. You know, so in a situation like that, I would say just get her number and try to talk to her outside the restaurant. You know, because she's at the restaurant providing a service. She's trying to get tips. If she's a waitress, a bartender, tips. They're doing their jobs. So I try not to even approach women in those places. I'm not even in that mind frame when I'm at the restaurant, at the bar. I'm not even trying to approach anybody or campaign for any woman there. If it happens, it happens. But I'm not even in that mindset there. I'm just here to eat or drink. That's it. You know? So before I get into the 4 things, like, subscribe, share this video, and check out my website, ChooseYourRelationships.com. So the first thing that a woman wants to talk to you, first sign, is that, probably the obvious sign, is she stares at you. And I'm not talking about the she looks at you and looks away. She looks at you and looks away. I'm not talking about that. That don't really mean much, really. I mean, it don't really mean much. I'm talking about when she stares at you, she doesn't turn away. She looks you from head to toe and smiles. I'm talking like, it's kind of like she's looking through you. That's what I'm talking about. That's the stare I'm talking about. It's like the look, I call it the look of lust. And women know exactly what I'm talking about. If a woman's watching me right now, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I call it the look of lust. I'm talking like she's staring at you and like directly in your eyes. She's looking at you. That's when you know it's time to get up or walk over there and introduce yourself. That's obvious, you know. And women tend not to stare at anything that they're not attracted to. So just keep that in mind. The next thing I would say is she starts asking you questions. I'm talking like you might be standing somewhere or you might be out and about somewhere and some random woman will walk up and just ask you a question or make a comment. She might say, hey, I like your tie. I like your sideburns. I like your haircut. And you supposed to piggyback off that and introduce yourself and ask her name. That's what you're supposed to do. Some guys, I'm guilty for this myself. It went over my head. And the reason why it went over my head, because I wasn't thinking. I'm in a zone. I'm focused on doing something else, getting something done, etc. So it goes over my head, and I don't even think about it until she's gone. This has happened a few times. It happens like when I least expect it happens. It doesn't happen when I'm like around large crowds of people. It usually happens when I'm like just strolling along by myself, probably sitting down, and some woman from somewhere will come out of the blue and be like, hey, it's a nice day out here, isn't it? Whatever. Now some guys will say, well, come on, man. Maybe she's just being nice. That's very rare. Most women, it's always exception to the rule, but most women do not talk or engage with any man that they're not attracted to. No. Even if she needs directions, even if she needs information about anything, if she's not attracted to any of these guys that's in the area, she's not gonna ask them. She'll ask a woman. She ain't asking no guys, unless she's attracted to the guys. There's always exception to the rule, like I said, but for the most part, most women don't talk to any guy that they don't find to be attractive. No. I've had conversations with women, and I've actually paid attention. I witnessed this. I pay attention to stuff like this when I'm out and about in public. And I've seen women do the same thing to other guys, and they didn't pick up on it. And what you're supposed to do is piggyback off that, introduce yourself. Some guys, it goes over their head and things get a little awkward, and then the woman, she'll move on. And in the woman's mind, she's thinking that, hey, this guy doesn't get it, so he ain't the fella for me, so she gone. That's how it usually goes down. And the next thing I would say is, if a woman stands near you or positions herself near you, so let's say, this happened to me at a conference one time, a couple years ago. I was at a conference. I went to, where was I? I was in New York. Yeah, I was in New York. In Manhattan. I went to a conference. It wasn't a lot of people here. Probably about 100 people. But everywhere I went, actually, I sat by this woman in the conference, right? And then, most conferences I go to, I'm pretty friendly. Yeah, I'm kind of open because I've never been to the conference before, 9 times out of 10. So I'm kind of open. I want to see who's up in the room, see what's going on, what they got going on. If they knew, they've been around, whatever, right? So I kind of engaged with her. I introduced myself within the first hour of me being at the conference. But I noticed that everywhere I went, she was there. I'm talking like During the breaks, when I went outside, she was near me. Whether it was a cruel people or not, she was there. At the bar, she was there. Like at the networking event, she was near me. She was there. She was in my area. You know, we're in the same circles. Nobody else was doing that. I'm talking this 3 days now. This 3 days straight. 3 days straight. You know, and then she kept asking, "Hey, what are you doing later after the conference?" Because every day the conference was over at 6. Every day she kept asking, "Hey, what are you doing afterwards? What are you doing later?" And I said, "I don't know. I'll probably go here and there, blah blah blah, this and that or whatever." You know, so she would try to position herself as close to you as possible because she wants you to approach. She wants you to make the move. She ain't gonna make no move. Most women are not gonna make the move. You can forget about that. There's always exceptions to the rule, but for the most part, women tend to be passive aggressive. They're not gonna make no move. No. No. Women will throw out signs and all day long, but they're not gonna make a cold move like walk up to you and say, "Hi, my name is Lauren. What's your name?" Not cold. A cold approach. Now I can't remember the last time I seen that. You know, that's rare. That's from a woman's point of view, that's bold. A cold approach on a guy? Man, I haven't seen that. I can't remember the last time I seen that happen. I can't remember the last time I heard a woman said she done that. That's how rare it is. You know? So that's why if you're a guy, you have to get used to approaching people, men and women. Really, you should get used to it. You shouldn't be shy. If you are, you need to get out of that. You need to push through that fear. Because no one is going to really approach you if you don't do the approaching most of the time. Now, somebody might come at you in a passive aggressive manner, like most women do, but you're going to have to follow up. You're going to have to piggyback on what they're talking about. You're going to have to introduce yourself. That's been my experience. You know, really. And then, and the last thing I would say is, if a woman is in your presence, especially if you sitting down, and maybe you sitting at this table, and she's sitting at the next table, to the right or the left, she'll start throwing her hair back, depending on how long her hair is. She might have short hair. She'll start fixing herself up. She's gonna do something to try to get your attention, basically. You know, she might even, I've seen women send somebody over to the table to get the guy's attention. It could be a message, whatever, or drink. I've seen that happen. You know, she's gonna do something to get the guy's attention. She's gonna, you know, I've seen women go to the restroom, come back, freshen up, throw on perfume, you know, all kind of stuff, man. Yeah, guys send drinks too, but women, they send drinks too. See, guys tend to send random drinks. I mean, I know some guys that just do some crazy stuff. They send random drinks. You know, they're not even trying to get the girl attention. They'll just send random drinks and nothing comes out of it. But women go about it a little bit different. Women see a target, you on their radar, they're going to do something to try to get your attention. You know, and if you don't pick up on it, well, she'll just move on. But if you pick up on it, just go over there and introduce yourself. That's it, really. That's all she really wants. She wants you to do the approaching. She's trying to meet you halfway. Go figure. So hey, these are just 4 signs. I can go on and on, but this video is getting a little too long. So hey, if you like this video, like, share, click the little bell below. That way when I come online, you get to ask me questions live in the flesh. So hey, again, check out my website, chooseyourrelationships.com. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.